Got one of our mainstays on the line, Cheryl, asking basically, do the players like Helton? Or I'm going to rephrase the question, which is more appropriate, more meaningful. Do the players respect Clay Helton? And there's a lot of conjecture there. So I want to kind of disclaim your answers to a certain extent. I know that you're getting into the hearts and minds of young men when you make that. But by all indications, what's your feel for that?
Yeah, the players like him, and some players even say they'd love him. And I think he's such a personable guy when he goes into the homes of these recruits and talks to their families. I think, he's faith family football, so I think they all somewhat resonate with that. And the players like him because he wants the best for the players. But also, I think he's a little easy on the players, and I think it's kind of nice. Everyone loves that teacher that lets you turn in homework late, or oh, well, let's move the test back to next week. Oh, yeah, he's so chill, It's not that guy that says, okay, we're having a pop quiz today. It's like, oh, I hate that teacher. So Clay's not like that. Clay's the guy that's, okay, yeah, okay, you can take a day off, or you can, it's all right. You had a 15-yard penalty last game, but we'll put you right back in there. And other teams, other coaches wouldn't allow that. So the players not only like him, I think some of them loved him. And that was a big reason why a lot of players came to USC, because they wanted to play for Coach Helton. And sometimes you have to pick the school instead of the coach, because as we've seen, there's a lot of turnover with coaches, and you have to really realize if you like the school, not the coach. And, USC suffered in the transfer portal recently. They thought they had Bryce Young signed for this class, then he goes to Alabama, kind of after he saw that there wasn't going to be any room for him after Keaton Slow was his breakout season. So, good for Bryce trying to get the opportunity where he can play, but that also hurt USC because they didn't recruit any other quarterbacks in this class because they were so set on Bryce Young and didn't really focus any of their time on other areas at the quarterback position. So I saw a question earlier, talk about like, what's the O-line like? Well, USC pretty much recruited an entire O-line in this class because that was their needs. They have position players. How are you going to recruit big time running backs and wide receivers if you already have sophomores that are 5-star wide receivers and running backs? You're going to come to USC and sit on the bench for the first 2 years. There's no way you're going to jump in front of Amon-Ra St. Brown or Stephen Carr or some of these guys, Drake London, even if you are a 5-star. And USC did get, their number one recruit, you could say so far, is Gary Bryant Jr., who's a 4-star wide receiver, kind of undersized, a little small, but extremely fast, great route runner. And he's really one of the only position players on offense at the wide receiver or running back position that USC really focused on. So they are focusing on their offensive line and defensive line in this recruiting class. And that's probably why it's not ranked as high, is because USC didn't even have space for some of these big time names, and they didn't get a big time quarterback.